What's the creepiest thing you remember from your childhood that you still can't explain? I don't talk about this much because it sounds like something I made up, but I remember it too clearly for it to be just a dream. I was about 9 years old. We lived in a small apartment on the 5th floor. My room faced the courtyard, and at night you could see the street light flickering through the curtains. One night I woke up thirsty, the kind of thirst where your throat feels dry and you can't ignore it. I got out of bed and went to the kitchen. That's when I noticed the light in the living room was on. I remember thinking it was weird because everyone was asleep. My parents always turned everything off before bed. I walked slowly down the hallway, and I heard my mother's voice. She was talking quietly, like she was on the phone, but there was no phone. When I stepped into the living room, she was sitting on the couch, facing the corner of the room, not the TV, not the window, just the corner. I said, "Mom?" She didn't react. She kept talking. Except, I couldn't understand the words. It didn't sound like our language. It sounded close, but wrong, like someone trying to imitate speech without knowing how words are supposed to form. I asked again, louder. She stopped, slowly turned her head toward me, and smiled. But it wasn't her normal smile. It was too still, like her face was holding it in place. Then she said something I will never forget. She said, "You're not supposed to be awake yet." Behind her, in the corner she was staring at, there was nothing. Just empty space. But the air looked heavier, like heat waves, except it was cold. I ran back to my room and hid under the blanket. I didn't sleep. In the morning, everything was normal. My mother was cooking breakfast. She asked me why I looked so tired. I told her what happened. She went quiet for a second and then laughed. Said I must have been dreaming. But that's not what scared me. What scared me is that when I described the voice she had, her smile disappeared completely. And she said very calmly, "I wasn't in the living room last night. I never saw anything like that again." But for years after, I couldn't sleep facing the corner of a room.